Hi, my name's Michelle, and this is my very first video ever. I am on a healthy journey spiritually, mentally, and physically. It is a challenge. It has been a lifelong process for me, as to be expected. Spiritually, well, I'm just trying to get to know my Lord much better each and every day. Jesus Christ is my Savior, and I'm very happy and proud to announce that. Number two, emotionally, as we all know, our life has baggage. There's so many things that have happened to us, myself included, that has caused undue stress, anxiety, confusion, turmoil, and so forth. But not only that, there are so many wonderful, joyous occasions, events, and things that just happen that are good stress. It's not always something that is in the negative realm. So I want you to know that I'm trying to combine all that and figure out how to deal with that. And finally, I would also like to tell you about my weight loss history. I was up to 275 pounds. 4 years ago was my highest weight ever. And I have currently lost over almost 100 pounds, actually over 100 pounds. And then my thyroid became a major issue. About many years ago, about my mid-30s, I ended up finding out that I ended up with Graves' disease. Therefore, my thyroid was way overactive. And I had two options: surgery to remove my thyroid, or to take a radiated iodine drink that would eventually shrink and shrivel up my thyroid. That second choice was my option because I am a musician and voice is my major instrument. And at the time, surgery was not really an option because it is very dangerous for a thyroid surgery if you are a vocalist at that time, because the percentage of being nicked in the vocal folds was 50-50, and the doctors can only do the best that they can. So I chose the second option. I took the radiated iodine medicine, and therefore, again, my thyroid shriveled up. That took about over a year or so. And my thyroid medicine was under control, and things were going really good. However, like I said, 4 years ago, I was at my heaviest weight. We had a major move. We moved from one state to another, and I was so excited because I was in a more vibrant area, and I had access to fresh fruits and vegetables, unlike where I had lived before. And so it was really easy for me to eat much healthier. And I eat loads of fruits and vegetables. I enjoy eating fruits and vegetables. I am one of those that does not mind having a salad. Yes, I like my bacon, and I like my steak and my high-fat foods and sausages and things like that. But I really equally like my my fruits and vegetables. Oh, I also love my sweets. Major time, love my sweets. Yes, I can say I have a major sweet tooth. Sorry, I digressed. Anyway, so 4 years ago, I started on my healthy diet and healthy living. So I exercised regularly. 1 hour to 2 hours a day was not uncommon. I'd walk. I enjoy doing Zumba, so I did Zumba. I climbed and hiked and things like that. So I was doing loads of different types of activities, including biking and a little bit of roller skating and just odds and ends, things that my kids enjoy doing that I can do with them. And I lost a substantial amount of weight. Matter of fact, I went down to 160 pounds. I was so close to being at my final goal, and I was so excited. Then life happened. Again, there seems to be always times when things always get in the way, whether it be exciting, stressful things or not so exciting, stressful things. Well, first started some exciting things. I ended up going on some neat vacations and neat trips. And of course, I want to try things where I was because who knows if I was going to be there again. Then my thyroid started acting up again. I was not realizing it was my thyroid. I was getting very tired and weak and upset and irritable and cranky and just not a fun person to be around. And so what I ended up doing was went to the doctors, finally. Needless to say, I really am not a fan of going to the doctors, but I'm finding out it's a necessity of life, and it's a good thing. So I went to the doctor, took my blood test and blood work to find out what my thyroid was doing. Well, meanwhile, my thyroid was way out of whack. It was pretty high. So they cut back my thyroid medicine, and it ended up causing the complete opposite. My thyroid was very low. Well, as some of you have heard, if your thyroid is high, you tend to lose weight rather quickly. If it is low, you gain weight. Well, I gained weight, and I gained 5 to 10 pounds a month. I also was still exercising, still eating correctly and everything, and it was so frustrating. I was miserable, and I was upset. However, my mood was getting better, but yet not getting better because I wasn't feeling great. Because I was gaining weight and I'd worked so hard at losing the weight. Anyway, went to the doctor again, and they saw how low it was. And they upped my medication, but they didn't up it enough, and it stayed low for quite a while, about a year. I switched doctors because I didn't think my doctor was really listening to me. So the new doctor took another test, and my thyroid was still borderline low. And not only that, they did another test that I'd never had done before, which was a vitamin D test. And my vitamin D was almost nil. I was at 4. And the average person should be around 40 to 50. And I was at 4. So I was very deprived of vitamin D. I live in an area that in the wintertime, I tend to stay inside a little bit more. Even though I love the winter, I like to be cozy inside. After I regulated that, the vitamin D, took more vitamin D, and I also upped my thyroid medicine again, and I was feeling better. However, I really wasn't losing any weight again. I was staying stable. Good thing. Stable's better than going up quite a bit. Then more stress happened in my life, and it was good stress. My older son and his family were moving in with us. It's a good stress for me because I'm so excited. I haven't had him live with us for over 8 years. And exciting because I'm just happy to have my whole family together. And there is also the other negative stress because it's a whole bunch of new people getting together and that have never lived together and all have their unique qualities. And so it gets to be challenging because everybody has different ways of doing things and dealing with things. So right now, I have gained back about 40 pounds since the 270 to 160 drop, and then now I'm almost up to 200 pounds. I am rather upset with myself, but I'm finding out, as many of you have found out, life is a journey. It's not easy. There are so many things you need to do along life's path. Of course, I pray daily as much as I can, and I look to the Lord for guidance and support. That's my number one thing. Number two, I have a family that supports me, and they want me to be healthy. They're happy that I'm trying really hard to be healthy. And number three, we are working really hard on all the stresses in our lives, good and bad, indifferent, whatever they may be. And I'm finding that affects my eating so much. And not only my eating, my thyroid and everything else that I have. So along this journey, I'm trying really, really hard to become healthy for my whole life. It's my journey. And I'm so glad that you are here with me. And I'm looking for your support, but I also want to support you. And I want to be a help and a beacon of hope for all of you, that we can become healthy. There are going to be years that are so easy, it seems, and there are years that are going to be a very big struggle. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just how we deal with it, how we manage it, and how we survive. Thank you for being here. May the Lord bless and keep you. And may his light always shine upon you.